Here's the reason losing weight feels just so damn hard, and it's not because there's anything wrong with you. It's not because genetics, you've got a bad metabolism, a broken metabolism. It's not because you've always been the heavier girl or that you've always struggled with your weight. These are just current beliefs that you have about yourself because that has been your reality up until this point. The reason why you're not getting to the body type that you want, the reason why weight loss has been so hard for you all of these years that you've been trying, is actually because you're jumping from diet to diet, hoping that that is going to fix the problem. But the problem is underlying habits and behaviors that you have, comfort eating, binge eating. You're gaining weight because of your habits with food. You're binge eating when you feel sad. You're using food as a way to make you feel better when you're feeling down. And with that, your self-esteem has dropped. You don't feel good enough. You don't feel like you can cope without using food to help you get through a negative emotion. It's not because your metabolism's broken and it's not because you're destined to be heavier. It's because we have just developed habits with food, have just become so automatic. You're not consciously aware of, but you just do it, and it's started to become part of your identity. You've started to identify as the person that does struggle with food, that can't get her shit together with food, which is not true. But what happens then from that point, because you've behaved in such a way for so long, you then start to identify as somebody that struggles with food, that can't get her shit together with food. And the more you think and identify as a person that struggles with her weight, that has a slow metabolism, that struggles with food, is a binge eater, you will then behave more and more like that because your brain is always working with the dominant thoughts that you tell it on a repeated basis. So if you keep telling yourself you're struggling with food, that's how you're going to behave. The thing is, you know how to lose weight. You know it because you've done so many diets. The problem isn't more dieting and more restriction to losing the weight in the first place, is healing your relationship with food. When you heal your relationship with food, you lose the excess weight because you are no longer binge eating. You are no longer secret eating. That is what's causing the excess weight in the first place. You need to shift your identity as the person that you want to be, the lean, healthy, fit woman that doesn't emotionally overeat anymore, that goes to the gym consistently, that has a healthy, balanced relationship with food where she can eat chocolate or leave chocolates in the house and it not trigger her to binge. The longer that you identify with this current version of yourself, the more that you will just stay stuck in this spiral. What needs to happen is we need to break the habits that we have underneath at the subconscious level. Once we do that, your results will start to change.